Hey everyone, thanks so much for coming to watch this video. Today I'm going to show you how to do 5 cool things with HUBBA BUBBA gum. To make HUBBA BUBBA slime, you're going to need gum, of course. So make sure you guys have enough gum depending on how much slime you want. And the next ingredient you're going to use is some boiling water. So I'm going to melt 2 feet approximately of gum in this bowl with boiling water, and you want to melt it, or I should say dissolve it to the point where it actually is like chewing gum, and then we're going to continue adding our next ingredients. Okay, so I've reached the point where it feels like chewing gum, and there's always a little bit of crunchies in there, so we want to try to get those out, so just keep sort of smushing it. And obviously there's some excess water, but this is what we want. So for my 2 feet of bubble gum, I am going to add 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. So I'm going to start with 1, stir it up, and then slowly mix in the other ones. And you'll see how just with bubble gum and cornstarch, and it's up to you whether you want to add food coloring or not, but 2 ingredients, you can have some pretty awesome edible if you really want to. And by edible, I don't mean like eat it necessarily, but if someone was playing with it and they happen to want to put it in their mouth, it's not toxic. Okay, so I've stirred it up quite a bit, and I'm going to take it out, and I'm pretty happy with how this is feeling so far. For those of you who have made oobleck, which is just cornstarch and water, it is very similar to that, but when you add the bubble gum, it creates this extra stretchy kind of feeling. So this is definitely cool stuff. You have that sort of oobleck feeling where the cornstarch is, you know, hard and liquidy kind of deal. And then you add the bubble gum and it really stretches out. I've chosen to add red food coloring just for the sake of this video to make it a little bit more appealing to look at, but that's totally up to you guys. You really don't need to do that. So it really is simple with just those 2 ingredients. Okay, and that's it. I am totally done my bubblegum slime, and I'm so happy with how this turned out. It's stretchy, it's slimy, and there's just 2 ingredients, you guys. Now I'm going to show you how to make a syringe pen full of HUBBA BUBBA. So you're going to need a syringe, which I got from Party City, and these don't come with needles or anything like that, so they are kid friendly, so it's just the plastic. And you'll notice that I had a pen in that, and check out my other videos called syringe pens. They're full of candy, and the pen is super easy to put in there. You want to buy one of those sort of multicolored pens that are miniature, also from Party City, unless you can find them at dollar stores or anything, and just pull out the color that you want, and then you just shove it in the hole and it's all good. And now I'm just gonna fill up this syringe with pieces of bubble gum, and the best way I figured I would do that is sort of like bite-sized pieces that you'd want to pop in your mouth. So I'm just twirling up, I think I have, 5 good chunks here, and then you just put the end of the syringe on. The little rubber part of the syringe does come off if you don't want to have this massive syringe pen, so you can pop off that white part and just have the black part a part of your pen. And I'm going to carefully peel off the label. Now remember that these do come apart quite easily because of that little tab that you're supposed to pull to open it, so you want to be very careful. And the good thing about this is that they come off actually quite easily, but there's still enough sticky stuff to put on the syringe. And then you will have yourself a HUBBA BUBBA syringe pen. Okay, moving on to the classic HUBBA BUBBA tape. So obviously this is actual tape, so we're going to turn this into a HUBBA BUBBA tape, and it's going to be lots of fun because we're going to use the label to cover this, and then we're going to put gum in the container. So again, slowly, carefully peel off a label, and they do come off pretty easily like I said before, but they do rip, so just make sure you're super careful. And the weird thing is that you'll notice that the size of this, which I thought was way bigger actually, is the exact same size of the tape. So pretty good. So just stick it on there, and then you'll have to cut the excess stuff around it, and the centerpiece I used an X-Acto knife anyways. You guys can use whatever you want. And then you're going to use the extra little bits to cover up the rest of your tape thing. Okay, I have all my pieces in place, everything's covered up, so I'm going to use some Mod Podge to seal everything in, and then I'm going to cut off the excess bits, and then we're good to go. Okay, I have my tape case, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it in there. And the next step is the fun part where you get to put the bubble gum in. Okay, moving on to our bubblegum choker necklace. Now this is the easiest DIY that you'll ever do. All you need is bubblegum and a clip, and just make sure that your bubblegum is nice and fresh, as sometimes it can crack quite easily. I'm going to use the outer layer as it's not so bent from being so tight on the inside, and you guys, the beauty of this is that you can do as many layers as you want. So I'm going to do 2, but you can do 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever you want, and it's super easy. Just make sure that it stays nice and round, and obviously, you know, you want to put this on your neck as you do it, and then clip it, and there you have yourself a bubblegum choker. So yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. Please let me know what you think. I know that choker necklaces are all the rage right now, so I figured, hey, why not try this? And is there anyone out there that would actually wear this? I don't know. So let me know what you guys think. I mean, everybody likes bubblegum, right? So you just have some right there on your neck if you want some. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, and if you're really in the need for matching earrings to go with your choker necklace, we're going to make some right here, right now. So, super easy. You just want to make sure that you guys get the sort of loop ones, so you don't have to use any glue or anything like that, and you can create any sort of shapes you want. I kept it simple by just making a teardrop shape, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people out there that can get pretty creative with this gum before we stick it on. So there's 2 ways of making these. Either it can just be straight gum, but then I was thinking, well, what if you actually want to eat the gum? And then there's going to be, I guess, just a loop is fine, but maybe you want to make the earring a little bit more fancy. So I'll do the loops here, and then you'll see that I'm going to add a bead to the next set that I make. And here's our fancy version of the earring. So just added a nice little bead just to, yeah, make it a little bit more earring-like in case you do chew that bubble gum. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, you guys. And make sure that you guys comment below on which one was your favorite. Thanks!